It's a lot of fun driving them because, again, it takes you back to the old days. They're a lot different than the new ones. This is what started it all. This is a 70 LeMans Sport, which is my first brand new car I bought back in 1970, April Fool's Day. Met my wife the day after, so we've been together ever since, and she's also a car buff. This is our latest, newest edition, which is a 64 Ford Falcon. I really wanted one of these since I was in high school. That was my time era when I went to high school. This is a 56 Thunderbird, which was in really bad shape. I took it right off the frame, every nut and bolt, and put it back together in an 8-month span. It was a lot of work, but as you can see, it come out pretty nice. We're really pleased with it. This 56 Ford Victoria here is my wife's pride and joy, and I enjoy driving this also. We have taken this to Iowa, Toronto, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, and that's what we do. We enjoy driving our cars. This is our hobby. It's fun putting them together, finding parts and everything, but the great joy is going around showing them to people and us enjoy driving them. Well, originally I've always been a car lover since I was a kid. And the 70 LeMans Sport, we drove it, and it was actually our second car for a while. I was going to sell it, and my wife actually talked me into keeping it and restoring it.
When I was growing up, my dad and my brother were really interested in cars. So I was always dragging around to used car lots, and then my brother grew up he was a teenager in the 50s, and he was always talking about cars, and I was little sister that admired my big brother, wanted to be into whatever he was doing, and he actually bought a 56 Ford. My parents bought it for him in 58, and I fell in love with that car. It was just such a beautiful car, and he'd take me for rides, and I was just sold on the 56 Fords. Then when I married my husband, he's a car guy too, so it just carried over, and here I am.
Restoring the Thunderbird was a lot of work. I knew from previous work in the LeMans and the Victoria what I was getting into. And when I got that one, I knew it was going to be a completely tear down off the frame. And of course, once you get into these, you think, well, I'm this far, I might as well go a step further. And that's the way it goes through the whole process. We're this far, let's do the transmission, let's do the engine, let's do the interior. So it just snowballs from there. It needed so much work that I actually had about 30 sheets of items that I had to order. There's reproduction companies out there that sell you the parts for these. So that was a long, tiring job there, not just tearing it apart and thinking about rebuilding, but ordering parts. And then, of course, the expense. And there's about 4 or 5 different vendors, so you choose and pick which ones have the best price. It was an experience that I'm glad I did, but I don't think I'd want to do it again.
Most people feel that cars are for men and that that's a hobby for them, but I've met a lot of women who really are into the cars too, maybe not getting under them and fixing them and that type of thing, but just really thoroughly enjoy riding around in them, going to car shows, seeing other cars, talking to other people that have the cars. Now, I actually did, I was very proud of myself. The 56 Ford needed a new gas tank, and I got right under the car with Joe and helped him put the gas tank on, and I felt pretty proud of myself.
This is more like not just a hobby, but in our case, we don't have a cottage up north, we don't have a boat. We enjoy these cars a lot. Every nice day, pretty much every nice day, we'll go out and we'll cruise around. Driving these cars is really a neat experience when you're out there and just driving around, and people that go by there give you a thumbs up and give you just big smiles. It's a lot of fun driving them because, again, it takes you back to the old days. They're a lot different than the new ones, even though these have been redone to probably better than new, original new. And the ride is a little rougher. They're not as quiet as the new ones or quite as comfortable. But that's the nice thing about it is that they're different. You can, again, go back in time to when you were younger, and you can just feel it. Turning on the radio and listening to the old music, and it's a great feeling.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And make sure to click that bell icon to stay notified when we upload new content. Videos like this are only possible because of viewers like you. To help support this channel, click on the link in the description below. We'll see you next time.